Hey Cancer, I hope you guys can hear me better now. I had to talk low in the last video because I had a toddler and he was sleeping, and also I have headsets. I was trying like different headsets. They all seem to be, I don't know, they make me sound like I'm far away, but hopefully you guys can hear me much better now. For the person who told me to invest in a mic, I'm not going to do that. This is not my full-time job. I do this as a hobby, so that would not, I don't think I need to. I think if I just keep the volume up and I don't try to use my headsets, I should be good. So anybody who can't hear me, let me know. But some people, I think, because most people, it seems like, could hear me, maybe some people don't have like a good signal, or I know some phones I've had in the past, like the volume isn't as loud as other phones. So maybe that's the issue. I don't know, but I'm not a big person. I don't have a loud voice. Unless I'm mad, then you can hear me down the street. So I don't know what to tell you. But this is the second time I tried to redo the reading. The first time I had an interruption after I got all the cards out. I got all these clarifiers out, and I had an interruption, and I walked away, thought I was coming right back, and it took too long. So, but I have the cards out, and I can just go over what came out. First card was the Judgment reverse. So, sometimes this can indicate not wanting to reconcile with someone. And this is for, let me I skipped what I wanted to say. This is for Cancers in separation, because the last reading that the sound wasn't good. A lot of people missed out on that message. I think a lot of people were looking for the message in that reading. So when I did this reading, I was asking, when I pulled the cards, for a reading for Cancers that are in separation right now. So, and that's what the title is. So, you should know that. But, so Judgment reverse can indicate that you are not willing to reconcile with someone for whatever reason. But it can also indicate you making a poor decision. I don't think it's you. I think this is your person. I think Judgment reversed was, they misjudged either another person or they misjudged a situation. It was just a bad choice. And the reason I'm saying this, I clarified and got High Priestess reverse. So this is something that was a secret, someone that was a secret that came out. Could have been a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but this is a page, with the Page of Wands, it can talk about something that started off exciting or started off passionate. It's also an energy of someone who is either like very young or very naive, just maybe young-minded. They don't have to be like age-wise young, but then we have the Death card. And I think this situation, that this poor judgment, led to an ending that, maybe your person didn't expect for this to happen. I think they thought this secret was going to stay a secret and they could avoid an ending possibly with you, or a separation with you. Maybe they think the separation is temporary, or at one point they thought it was temporary, and they're realizing that it's permanent. After the Judgment in reverse, we got this person, Queen of Wands reverse. So male or female, this person, and I'm not saying anything bad about a fire sign. This has nothing to do with Aries, Leo, Sagittarius people. Everyone has, any sign, regardless, there's good and bad people of every sign. This is more about the energy of the card. The energy of the card is someone who is manipulative, malicious. Usually this is in tarot, no matter who you ask, most tarot readers are going to say this is like the homewrecker card. This person usually is unable to have true love, so or they haven't been able to have true love for whatever reason. Usually it's their own fault, their own issues, but they tend to be jealous of other people's love. They tend to be jealous of other people's relationships. And so they either, try to break people up, or they try to, stop people from having love and being happy because, they feel like they can't be. And that energy was clarified with the Seven of Wands. It's like this person is stubborn and they're willing. I mean, you could see by the image on the card that this person is like, no, I'm going to stand in the way. I'm going to get my way. They'll do anything really to get their way. And in this case, they're going about it by trying to act helpful, or maybe they're being helpful with the Six of Pentacles. They're being manipulative by giving something, doing something with the intention of, being offered the Ace of Pentacles. So they think, if they are adamant enough, if they're manipulative enough, and they offer enough, that they're going to get a new beginning with this person or an offer of commitment. Ace of Pentacles doesn't have to be a commitment like a marriage or an engagement. It could just be like a committed situation, maybe living together, or just like an exclusive relationship. So, I mean, your person felt like they made a mistake. Obviously, at some point they thought they were smart about it, because we got the King of Swords. You could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person, but regardless of their sign, this is someone who they don't think of their emotions, or they're able to like distance themselves from their emotions, separate their thoughts from their emotions. They thought they were being smart. They thought they were doing something logical for themselves, and they could have really tried to be clever about whatever it was that was going on, which was probably juggling with the Two of Pentacles. This person could have juggled you with this Queen of Wands, whether it's male or female. There's someone that came along and tried to convince your person that they had something to offer them. So, your person was probably juggling, but they realized that they were not thinking in a mature way, because with the Page of Swords, they were either juggling a page, which, I mean, very possible with the Page of Wands we saw, and now we have the Page of Swords. This is someone who is not, they're not mature, they're not evolved in many ways, and your person was probably going from the King to the Page of Swords. Your person was probably thinking they were being a king in a situation, when really they were on the page level when they made this decision, because the Wheel of Fortune in reverse is them taking themselves back a step. Like they thought they were maybe they didn't realize that they were doing themselves a disservice in their love life. Now I think they realize that, because the Judgment reverse is here, and they know that this did not get them anywhere. They lost more than they gained, basically. They could have been, non-committal, not stable. You could have been dealing with an earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. This is someone who is stingy. They just look out for themselves. They want to keep everything to themselves. And they don't want to they don't want to give. They don't want to be stable. But again, we have someone who, with the Ace of Swords, got clarity that not being committed in a situation with the Hierophant reverse didn't bring them wish fulfillment, which, the Star reverse is, there's something here that they don't want. At some point they wanted, and, now they really don't want the situation. So, I feel like this is your person's energy, and then we kind of get into your energy. And the roles could be switched. And maybe this is you who, thought you were being smart and you were making a good decision for yourself. And I'll get into why in a minute, because there's more information about that decision from what came out at the bottom of the deck, which I'll get to. But, obviously this person screwed up. And here you are, the Empress. You're all four queens in one, or if you're a guy, you're the Emperor. You're all four kings in one. Like, you know your worth, you know what you have to offer. You don't have an issue with commitment. You don't juggle people. You don't play around, because you're mature and you want growth in your life, and you want to live a happy and comfortable life without drama. This is all drama, just out of like stupidity. Sorry if this was your decision, but I think if it was, that you were stupid for doing that. But you are the Empress, most likely, walking away with the Eight of Cups. You're like, this is not gonna fulfill me emotionally. With the Three of Swords reversed, you're like, I'm not going to be in a third party situation. I'm going to remove my third self and get the hell out of here, because I want the Two of Cups. There should be two people in a relationship, not three. So, I think you're taking your beautiful self, your sexy self, your competent self, and walking away from this situation. I don't know that you're walking. You could be running with the Chariot, because this is fast movement. This is forward movement. This is a Cancer card. The Empress is Venus in Taurus, so you could have Taurus in your chart. I have my Venus sign as Taurus, so but this is all about energy. So I don't really, all the signs are here. I don't focus too much on sign anyway, because everybody has a whole birth chart of all the different placements. But if I do see a sign that repeats itself a lot, I will say that, like, such as fire, looks like fire's here a lot, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But so this is you, in a chariot, taking off, going forward. You could want marriage with the Justice card, but what I think you want is a fair relationship where both people are looking out for each other. No one's trying to do each other wrong, or there's no one trying to be underhanded or hurt the other person. You could be interested in a fire sign yourself. This is separate energy from the Queen. The Queen is in the reverse, and I think that's completely separate. I think you want to go forward to a relationship that's healthy and fair with someone who is very passionate about you, with the King of Wands. I mean, this guy in the upright anyway, he has tons of passion, but the passion isn't scattered. It's very focused on one person. It's, he doesn't have an issue with not knowing where to place his passion. And I especially think this is the case because of the Temperance card. You could want someone who's passionate, that you have a lot of chemistry with the Temperance card. There's harmony, there's balance, There's emotions back and forth. It's not like one person's cup is empty and the other person's cup is full. You know, that's depicted in a lot of different cards. That's why I'm saying that. You know, some cards, the cups are empty, and that's like there's no love there. When they're full, you know, water's emotion. So it's like you guys are filling each other's cup. There's a lot of attraction, there's a lot of chemistry, and there's fairness and balance there. And then we have the Ten of Cups, which is the happily ever after card. It's marriage, it's commitment, emotional fulfillment. So you're like not waiting around at all. You're out. And this is where you're headed. Whether you realize it or not, you may not realize it right now because this is predictive. You know, you're headed for this. And I don't see anything that is going to cause a problem for you to get there. You know, you don't want to be single anymore. And there's the passion again with the Ace of Wands. This is a new passionate relationship, a new passionate beginning. And with the Four of Wands, that's another commitment card. That's another marriage card here. So the reading starts off rough, and maybe your April started off kind of rough, but the ending is beautiful. You know, maybe it's with the same person. I don't know, but you know, they do realize that they made a mistake. But I feel like if they don't fix this and make some changes, I mean, the Death card, not only can the Death card be a permanent ending, but it could also be a permanent change. It can be somebody changing to, or the relationship changing to something that, you know, will never be the way it was before with the Death card. At the bottom of the deck, I mentioned this before, sometimes at the bottom of the deck can be like the underlying energy, and it can tell you the cause of like the situation that comes out from the top of the deck. So Four of Cups was the first card, and it was like, this offer is right there for someone. You know, it doesn't have to be an offer. It could be like someone having love right there. You know, it's right there in front of someone's face, but they are tempted by like other different options because they see all these things and all these other cups, and they're like, I felt like he was looking past that cup and looking at all these other cups and just thinking like, oh, well, yeah, you know, Cancer has all this to offer, but this other person has this and that other person has that. And, you know, and with the Magician, it's like, well, you know, what, maybe your person's wondering like, oh, well, maybe this other person can do more for me or has more to offer me. You know, and I think their instinct when they feel this way, their instinct, rather than to take action and work on the relationship they have and say like, look, I think this is lacking or that's lacking, of course, like not say it in that way, but like say, you know, can we travel more, could we be more spontaneous, can we do other things, because I feel like there's something that this person, this Queen of Wands reverse, was giving and doing that made them, maybe your person communicated to them that your relationship was lacking something, and they were like, a light bulb went off, like, oh, bingo, so if I do this for them, then, you know, maybe they'll want to spend time with me. And I don't think there could have been times where your person tried to distance themselves from this Queen of Wands energy, but he or she just like wouldn't allow it. Well, it was like with that Seven of Wands was like, no, wait, let me do this, let me do that, you know. And instead of your person coming to you and saying, you know, can we change things, trying to compromise, trying to work together, trying to make the relationship more fulfilling for both you guys, which that's what a relationship is. You know, you are supposed to talk things out, find common ground about differences, and you know, you have to build a relationship. It doesn't just happen naturally. It rarely happens where both people are 100%, you know, everything they want, and there's nothing lacking. You know, I do think they could have taken the action and fixed whatever was lacking in your relationship, but instead they wanted to just, or they figured they would take like the easy way out and just, you know, have some kind of distance from you, get it from somebody else, keep it a secret, you know, and I don't think they thought that you were gonna, you know, be off, you know, and out of there. And it's a shame because after these cards, like this last card, I felt like was kind of part of the story, the Six of Cups. You guys could be soulmates. There could be love. There could be kids. There could be a history here with you guys with the Six of Cups. So, you know, if this relationship is over, it's a shame because the person really did make a mistake, a big mistake, and you know, I do think there's still love in the situation, but you know, there's no. I'm not saying either way what you should do, but you know, you have to go forward in life. We only get one life. You got to look out for yourself and make yourself happy. It doesn't look like this person has done that. You know, if you want to be with that person and you think they could make you happy, you know, then maybe you would be willing to give them another chance. But I don't know that you would be willing to do that. Of course, it's going to be different. It's not going to be the same for everybody who's watching. So, you know, if you are going through that, Cancer, I'm sorry. I feel bad because I do think you invested time in this person. But you have good things happening between now and the end of April. Well, all this may not happen in the end of April, you know, but you're headed that way. Definitely. You're headed towards the Ten of Cups and a very passionate, you know, like a very heavy mutual attraction between you and someone else. And I think you are going to be happy in this next relationship whenever it comes to you. Okay. So let's do all signs. We'll do from Aries to Pisces. Show me Cancers from Aries to Pisces. What can Cancers expect between now and the end of April? Aries to Pisces. Show me Cancers dealing with an Aries person from now to the end of April. Justice reverse. Can't make this up. So, you know, someone wasn't fair. You know, the Justice reverse is injustice. If you're dealing with an Aries, you know, it looks like there was that High Priestess that came up in the reading, you know, a secretive person, Justice reverse. You know, maybe that's the focus here in April if you're dealing with an Aries. Give me another card on the High Priestess. Death reverse. Wow, all majors here. So, I think if you're dealing with an Aries, there's an issue because in April, I don't know that it's really going to end. There's a change that needs to happen that isn't happening. Give me another one on Death reverse. I hate that. Yeah, it's like you're not having victory here if you're dealing with an Aries, unfortunately. I tried. I pulled 4 cards. I wanted it to be good, but it looks like you're still struggling in April if you're dealing with an Aries, you know, with that situation, if the reading resonated with you. Show me Cancers dealing with a Taurus from now until the end of April. Okay, so if you're dealing with a Taurus, I feel like, you know, you and the Taurus are feeling like really good about yourselves. You could both start out being single in the month of April, but deciding to be together by the end of the month. Love, 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 like with the Lovers card, and a lot of, you know, alone time, intimacy. Listen to me, I'm talking like I'm trying to keep it G-rated. But yeah, with the Lovers card, you can see the illustration. So you're going to have a hot month if you're dealing with a Taurus. Gemini, Cancer's dealing with a Gemini between now and the end of April. Full reverse, Ace of Pentacles. So there could be an issue with trust. Someone doesn't want to take a leap of faith. They're afraid to have a new beginning, but the new beginning is happening anyway because someone, looks like the Gemini, probably is coming to you with an offer of a new beginning, stable new beginning, possibly commitment. Okay. Cancer's dealing with another Cancer from now till the end of April. Three of Swords. Okay. So if that reading resonated with you and you're dealing with another Cancer, you know, there is some heartbreak, could be third party situation, but someone is fixing it. Someone is trying to reverse this Ten of Swords, hurtful ending, lots of betrayal. They're trying to make it better. And I think you're starting to go, you know, with this card in the reverse, I think you're starting to feel better, and your person might be trying to make it up to you if you're dealing with another Cancer. Cancer's dealing with Leo for April. Queen of Pentacles reverse. Oh. So if you're dealing with a Leo, you know, someone has an issue with like being committed. This could be you saying, I'm not being committed to you anymore. I'm pulling my energy back. I don't want to give anything. Your Leo feels very stuck. They are not really taking action in April, and maybe they're just afraid that they're going to do the wrong thing, say the wrong thing because they know you're angry with them for some reason. So that's Leo. Cancer's dealing with a Virgo in April. Empress reverse, Tower. Do another one on the Tower. Ace of Wands. Okay, so you went from not having growth in a relationship, or the Empress reverse is kind of similar to that Queen of Rods reverse that was in the reading. You know, this can be someone who is kind of like a like she doesn't have good self-worth. She's not wife material, basically, and she could be an interference that caused a Tower moment in your relationship with a Virgo. But you guys are going to have a new beginning with the Ace of Wands. It's a passionate new beginning here. Maybe the new beginning is coming as a surprise after you had some kind of issue with growth, or some kind of issue with someone who was interfering. Could be with that card, it could be like an overbearing mother or mother-in-law. Okay. What is that? Libra. Cancer's dealing with a Libra from now to the end of April. Eight of Cups reversed. Knight of Cups. So Libra, if you're dealing with a Libra person, they don't know whether they should walk away from the situation or not. They're like, is it going to be fulfilling at some point? Isn't it? I don't know. But there could be a love offer there. So, you know, if they do return, there could be a love offer. If they don't return, know that there is love there, and they could return maybe after. Maybe it's coming after the end of April. Okay. Cancer's dealing with Scorpio from now till the end of April. Nine of Swords. Moon reverse. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, you're stressed out about some kind of deception that came to the surface, similar to the reading. What's the Moon reverse? There's more stress. Something that you didn't see for a while, possibly 8 or 9 months. Yeah. So, I mean, I feel like this is probably not, if you're dealing with a Scorpio, this may not get resolved for you in the month of April because somebody's not willing to take charge of the situation, or maybe like own up to whatever it is that, you know, they did to cause something. So you could be a little bit stressed out about it. I think in Taurus season, because this is a Taurus card, in Taurus season, this is going to change for you. This Emperor is going to be the upright. I think he's going to take responsibility for, you know, what's going on. So don't stress out. You know, wait till Taurus season, which is like April, 22nd to May 22nd, something like that. Or no, I'm sorry, April 20th or 21st. I don't fucking know. But sometime in that time frame, I do think it's going to change for you. All right. So that's Scorpio. Sagittarius, Cancer, dealing with the Sagittarius for April. Page of Wands reverse. Hermit. If you're dealing with the Sag is not communicating with you. They're being a hermit, and I think it's because they feel like you're not happy with them. You wouldn't be happy to hear from them. Yeah, you could have stood up to them. So they're being quiet for April. Okay. Capricorn. Cancer's dealing with Capricorn from now to the end of April. Chariot reverse, Devil. This is a Capricorn card. This Cancer card and Capricorn card. You know, things aren't moving forward because of some kind of negativity. This could be, you know, an addiction. Could be, you know, infidelity. Give me another card. When it's a lot of major arcana cards, I like to clarify. See, again, this is like confirming nothing's going forward. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, they're very stuck. You may not be going forward. They may not be going forward, taking some kind of action because of this Devil card. Something negative there that's just kind of standing in the way. It really, really could be an addiction to anything. Food, anything. Porn. Aquarius. Cancer's dealing with an Aquarius from now until the end of April. Seven of Pentacles reverse. All right. There could be a little bit of stagnancy, like someone is tired of waiting, and maybe you're tired of waiting and the other person, the Aquarius, isn't doing anything. You could be on like a break. Yeah, but somebody's going to do something here because they have feelings for you. All right. April just is slow, I think, with you guys. So Cancer's dealing with a Pisces from now till April 30th. Wheel of Fortune reverse. So that's weird. Things went from not going in your favor to wish fulfillment. So it's good. It's good. And it kind of was like how the reading was, you know. You feel like a setback or a delay is really bad, but it's actually a blessing. What is that saying? Rejection is God's protection. I don't know if that's necessarily the case, but it's like something that you thought was a huge setback turns out to be, you know, giving you wish fulfillment. It leads you to your wish fulfillment. Okay. So that's your reading, Cancer. Thanks for watching again. I'm sorry about, I'm sorry about the first reading, and I hope you guys could hear me really well, and I'll see you guys next time around. Thanks for watching. Bye.